Hi everyone, thank you so much and welcome for joining us at our Q&A. We are here with Frank. We're going to be learning today about inspections, everything that you need to know for your buyers and sellers about inspection. So Frank, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Uma. Thanks for having me.
Yes, so tell me a little bit about yourself, your company, before we actually get started.
Sure, definitely. My name is Frank Irfan. I'm a professional engineer and a home inspector. My company name is Texas Inspection Professionals. We're in the business from almost 10 plus years.
Wow.
And we have a multi-inspector company, multilingual as well. And we are in the Houston and our surrounding cities.
Okay, I know that for the inspections, you do all over Houston, the Houston area. Do you go outside of the Houston area as well?
Yes, we go all the surrounding cities. We can actually go pretty far up to Livingston, Village, Huntsville. If you go north side, if you go to west side, we go to up to Fulshire, Sealy, and sometimes we go to Galveston as well, Baytown. So all the areas wherever you guys go, we follow you.
Okay, awesome. In the south, do you go as far as Galveston as well? Okay.
If there is no ocean, I can go more.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what all the inspection involves and how you go about it.
Okay, the home inspection is include some major problems and some minor problems. We put together and they make a report, and it is for education of the buyer. We educate them that what they are buying the house. We find the problems and then educate them. The main common problems are foundation, structure, and the roof, HVAC, AC and heating system, visual electrical and visual plumbing, also including appliances, plus some minors like windows, doors, garage, insulation, ceilings, caulkings. All these major minors we put in the report. Okay,
so when you're doing the inspection, is there certain areas that maybe you need to bring a specialist?
Yes. So what happens is it's a general inspection. It's like a general doctor. So we check everything, all these major things, and then we find some problem like which you have to more like a focus specialist. Then we recommend just for the foundation. If we find a crack or foundation problem, so we recommend to have further evaluation by the structural engineer.
Okay.
The same thing for AC guys. If find the AC is not working, we recommend the further evaluation with HVAC guys.
Okay.
So definitely we recommend a specialist.
Okay. Yeah. So in your inspections, are the pool inspections part of it?
No, the basic inspection is only the structure, foundation, roof, appliances, HVAC system, and insulations and windows, doors, garage, electrical, plumbing. Okay. But the pool is additional.
But it is something that you can do.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have some additional services we do. Okay. We do the pool, we do termite.
Okay, you do termites.
Yeah, termites as well.
Okay. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the termite inspection. Do you recommend it at the beginning, or does it have to be something that we request from the beginning? And or is it something that if you see it, then you'll request it?
It is better to have it including the report, including with the contract and the scheduling it. Because according to the agriculture department of the Texas, 70% houses are affected by the termites. So it is always highly recommended, especially Houston, the moisture areas. So definitely it is recommended, highly recommended to have a termite inspection. Book same time when you book the home inspection.
Okay, awesome. Because we are in a humid.
Yeah. Only if brand new homes, built new homes, you don't need that.
Okay.
If they 1 year old, you don't know how much it's not taken care of properly. Overwatering on the house, sprinklers are working, water standing areas. There's a risk of the termite, even a 1 year old house. We have seen the problems.
Okay, so I have a little question, a little bit outside of that, but let's say a house has been fully remodeled and it's not in a flood zone, but it may have been flooded. Can you tell if the home has been flooded?
After the repairs and the walls closed, it is really hard. If it's closed like in Harvey, within 3 or 4 months, we can check with the thermal scanning. We can do thermal scanning and infrared scanning, and we can find out the problem with that. Sometimes if you have moisture behind the wall, it's not proper insulation is done, we can tell it. But once they fix it, we can find sometimes lines on the outside, especially after Harvey, up to 1 year, we are able to find the problem. It can look like this house was affected. We can see some moisture, some stains there, especially outside. We can see that, so we can tell the house was affected.
Okay.
But not easy to find that.
Right. How about the plumbing? We know we had the freeze. Yes. And, in that case, a lot of the times the problems come from inside of the home. So really, you can't really tell unless, of course, y'all come in. Is that something very visible for y'all?
There is different ways to do the inspection plumbing. One is a visual inspection, because this is not your house. So we can open the wall, we can dig it down, we can check it out. But we can do a sewer scope. We can check if there is moisture is coming and leaks from the floor, or we can do thermal scanning from leaks behind the wall. So we can check the moisture content, air quality, and humidity in the house, which tells something is wrong with the plumbing.
Okay.
Why the excessive moisture in the house?
Okay, and this is included in your general.
Sewer inspection is not in basic
Okay.
inspection. Sewer inspection is base separate. But thermal scanning is additional as well. Sewer and thermal is additional.
Okay, is sewer and terminal the one where you use a little camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We use camera and then drain lines. Yeah. So you can check if there are any leaks there. Because sometimes the foundation cracks and lift it up or down, it can damage the foundation underneath on the foundation slab.
Okay. So for agents, this is something that we would have to request
the sewer scope
per the buyer.
Yes.
Per the buyer. So it's only if it's maybe like an old home.
Yes, preferably like a house where before prior to 80.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when you have a galvanized piping, this is more critical.
Okay. But I do know that it is a request that we have to do with the seller, because if there is some damage, then it's, the seller's going to actually take over it, right?
Yes.
So we do have to ask a permission. There is also a form that needs to be completed with permission by the seller. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
The sellers give the permission, you can go in the house, otherwise you cannot check anything.
So if a foundation has been done already to the property, do you recommend that also be done, that the plumbing, the little camera, what is it called?
Sewer scope.
The sewer scope, that be done?
Yes, definitely we'll do it.
Okay.
Foundation is done because they have fixed it out, which is good. But you never know if the foundation was lifted up. If it's lifted up, they don't fix it. If they're sinking down, they don't fix it. They just put the piers on the outside surrounding of the perimeter of the house, but they don't do anything inside. So if it's something, especially if you see the lifting and the level is different inside the house, then we should always recommend it, especially around the toilet or around the kitchen areas.
Okay.
It's always recommend to have a sewer scope.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so what qualifications and what certifications do homeowners need to look at when hiring an inspector?
First of all, they must have a track license. And second, they have to have it's good to have a membership with the Internachi and all other associations, because they give you certification. They will not give you certification until you are certified from them as well. Okay. Internachi and ASHI as well, and some other like BBB. That's good idea. And other thing is that experience. Make sure he's experienced. Make sure he has a knowledge, or the company or the team have a knowledge. So that's many 3-4 points they have to watch it out. He's experienced, have a track license, and have a membership from Internachi or ASHI.
Okay, and so you also need to have a different certification for the pool services and
for the pool. We need certified for pool. We need a termite is separate license, totally different.
Oh, really?
It's under the Department of Agriculture.
Okay, it's
not in the track. So all inspectors cannot do the inspection until they have termite license from the Agriculture Department.
Okay. Yeah. What services do you actually have or
offer?
Yes, offer.
Yes. So basically, we do the home inspection, we do commercial as well, but including the termite inspection, we do the pool inspection, and additionally, we do the septic inspection and water well. All needed certifications. We have done all individual certifications.
Okay.
And also, sometimes lenders ask for the mold assessment. We do the mold assessment as well. Especially, you should recommend to the buyers that they have to do the lead paint inspection or the asbestos inspection when the house built before 1970.
Okay.
So we do the lead paint inspection. We do asbestos as well for the residential, not the commercial.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. That's not very common that we usually request a
sometimes
inspection.
Lenders ask, recently I have the experience, they ask, okay, asbestos.
Do they ask for it when they see something that hasn't been maybe remodeled in the last couple of years?
That's what I've seen. That our house, I did the inspection was 1961 something, and it was not remodeled. So when the land goes to lender, then the lender asking for that.
Okay.
So we have done that.
Okay. And then how does that work? If anything needs to be fixed for the asbestos and...
Okay, you have to go to restoration companies. We do the inspection, we provide that, okay, we found this problem, then they have to go if you find the problem, if you find a mold in the house, we recommend to go to the restoration company, and the restoration company, they can remove the foundation mold and then give you certification. Same thing for asbestos and same for the lead paint.
Oh,
so we do only inspection, but we recommend to have a certified specialist who can do the repairs and maintenance.
Oh, wow. Okay. For our agents that are actually receiving this inspection report, what do you suggest they look into while they're trying to negotiate? I know for some of the inspections, we have it color coded.
Yes.
How do your inspection reports look like? And
First of all, I try to make a report very simple, easy language, no technical words. I know the buyer is not like an engineer or the inspector, and same like the buyer agents as well. So try to have simple language, comments to the point, and almost all the problems or deficiencies have a pictures with the arrows. So this is the one thing you can look at the pictures. I know the report will be around 45 to 50 pages long, and mostly agents are like annoyed. It's a long report. So we try to color is like we color efficient and differentiate with the blue and red. So we can say blue is the more like recommendations. We found the problem, but these are not major. But it's because we are educating the buyer. So the red ones are the major and main concern, which is we are highly recommend to have to go in the addendum. I have to go to recommend to either to fix them or do negotiate.
Okay. Do you meet with the clients as well?
Yes, I would recommend to, especially the first-time buyer, I always highly recommend to come in the last 30 minutes of inspection, not on the beginning of inspection.
Yes.
Sometimes they come in the beginning and said, okay, you have to wait for 2 hours, we'll finish. Then we'll educate you where to find the problem.
Okay. And so what are the common questions that usually new buyers have?
The buyer mostly ask the major problem or will you buy this house? I always say that I will buy whatever the problem is. Problems are in the house. It depends on the condition of the house and price of the house. If the price is good, no fail or pass for the house.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I'm a little bit curious about the structural. So when there is problems with structural, of course, it's a big concern because now something has to be done to the property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you have a structural, what is it? A structural inspector or
structural engineer? Yes. So whatever the problem with structure, it is sometimes it's connected with the foundation, sometimes on the structure settling because the weather is called the compression and expansion and compression of the houses because wood frame houses. It is normal. You can see the cracks in the houses, but not all the cracks are the foundation cracks. The first thing you have to educate the buyers, you see the cracks, don't be scared. All the cracks are not the foundation problem. So if we find something with the foundation crack, with structure crack related with the foundation, then we recommend the structural engineer. Yes, we have in our team. They recommend to have a further evaluation, a report from the structural engineer. They go there, they write a report, and it's a report authentic, and it tells you how critical the problem is. Either have to go to the foundation company to repair it, or have to wait. They give you their own advice.
I kind of have a question regarding structural in the attic. So if the beams are actually opening up, is that part of a structural?
No, most probably space expansion depends on the weather. It's a hot weather expansion, and cold weather is small contraction. So it's separation. You can see a little bit separation, like quarter inch, 1-2 millimeters. That I can see some separations, which is not. In something in the attic, I will not say that it is foundational until we see the further signs outside on the foundation wall or inside the floor. Then we can say we have to connect the points. We can see all these 4 points. Then we can say, okay, the foundation problem.
Okay. Yeah. So when there is a foundation problem, I know there's different levels where it won't pass appraisal, right?
Yes.
If there is a certain amount of foundation problem.
Yes.
What are those levels and how do you determine that?
Well, actually, we don't determine. Inspectors are not certified for the foundation determination of the levels. Mostly 0.2 to 0.3 is the common, which I have heard. We are not certified for that, but this is what pretty common, which is say that. But again, it's a pass or fail that can be said by structural engineer. We can see that looks like this even, this not even, this uneven. Actually, we use a laser level to check the foundation level, but we are again not certified for that. We can check it. That's why to be more accurate, either we are biased or not biased. So we want to check it out, and then it's recommend to have, okay, we need a structural engineer to have a final tell you exactly how much they're settling in the foundation.
Okay. Can you see whether or not there is a problem with the leveling of the house from the outside?
Sometimes we can say from outside. Most of the major problems are from outside. But sometimes I've seen the houses, you can have a floor inside in the living room, just bump up a little bit. This looks like the water standing or something happened, soil expansion, and it is only in the middle. So we cannot see any problem outside in the perimeter. But in the Houston, mostly I have seen the problem in the perimeter, mostly or outside. Other than the houses are 1950, 1960 built, they have problem inside as well.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what the city requires. I know we always get on our inspection reports that, they haven't updated their smoke detectors. And I know that's a big
Yes.
hazard. So what is it that we are supposed to be looking, or what can we help you with in determining what needs to be fixed?
First thing I'll tell you, this is not a code inspection. We follow the track standard of practice, and also we follow the codes which are updated, which are safety hazards like smoke detectors, GFCIs, and further any new codes come up, we follow that and we will tell them, okay, some codes need to be updated, some codes need not to be updated, which is fine. So city requirements are only the safety hazard codes need to be updated, like a GFCI, smoke detectors, the batteries for them, and some plumbing and some electrical panel need to be updated. So we will recommend only which one is need to be updated.
Okay. So if the house was built before the codes were actually taken in place, is it required?
Yes.
It
Only
is
the
still
safety
required.
codes.
Only
Yeah.
the safety ones,
Yeah.
which is the ones that you just mentioned.
GFCI and the smoke detectors.
Oh, okay, I
A
see.
couple more, yeah.
Because a lot of the times, the sellers are
GFCI
like,
is
no,
very
I'm not
common.
going to fix it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But they have to.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Some electrical panels as well need to be upgraded, like a fast. And sometimes the main our main electrical breaker is below 100. It's not acceptable. Old houses have it, but they have to update that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do notice on my home inspections, we get a lot of problems with the water heater.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the water heater, because almost every house, especially an older house, is going to have some sort of problem with the water heater, especially how the water has to flow to the outside.
Yeah.
Right?
So water heater on average, the gas water heater's average life is 6 to 8 years. Maximum 10 years if you use not much. Mostly we see the rust is coming, building up inside, and the rust is building outside, outer wall, and then inside as well. So when rust accumulating, that we can see the water quality is not good. So this is a more common problem, especially when they have in the attic. The attic have a more moisture, and summertime in the heat, and the rust is very common problem in the water heater, especially when they install in the attic. So we always recommend, doesn't matter if it is old, it looks nice, I would recommend to change maximum 10 years. 8 to 10 years you have to change it.
Okay.
As long as electric is fine.
Okay. For the homeowners, is there anything that they sometimes overlook? If someone is getting a house ready for selling, is there something they need to look into before actually putting it on the market?
Okay, it's called the pre-listing inspections. We highly recommend to have a pre-listing inspection. This is your job to educate the sellers why it's important. I can tell you why. Because there is some minor things, like a minor cracks, buyers come in how they get scared of that. Some GFCI is easy change. Some window caulking sealing is easy fixing. So easy minor cosmetics plus some codes. I highly recommend to upgrade the code before put your house in the market. So what happens when the buyer's inspector, obviously he is coming. So when he comes, he check all the things, and there's a very less chances you can have he can back off. So that's how you can save your time. You're like a 2 months process period, and it's better to have a $400-500 to get inspection before you list the house.
Okay.
Common problems, you can fix it out. Check your AC, how the cooling is working out, and make sure you keep all the seats and everything ready. So other inspectors come, they can check it out. If you have foundation fixed, write it down. If you have a AC fixed, write it down. You have to have all the receipts, how much you paid, how much it cost, and same for the roof as well. Anything you have fixed it out, just have to keep a proof of it that you guys have fixed already. It will help you to sell your house.
Okay. Another thing is, if we do a pre-listing inspection, that does have to be disclosed, right?
Yes,
it has to be disclosed.
That's why some of the
sellers don't want to do it.
Yes, but I still feel like it is good for the seller, because sometimes buyers waive it. Okay, if we have a report and they have fixed already things, and it is from a certified inspector. So why they need to worry? Why spend $400-500 an option period, and instead of doing all this, why not go straight to buy the house?
What if there was a pre-listing inspection, okay, and the buyer decides that he's only going to inspect what needs to be fixed on there? Can you do that? And
yes,
would that save them money?
Yeah, I can save a little bit. We can follow the report. We can check it out. They are asking, okay, the deficiencies they have in the report. Can you check them deficiencies they are fixed or not? That's a good question, and that can save more money and time as well. We can go and check it out. We can charge a little bit less.
Okay.
it will be a good idea to do it. Yes.
Okay, awesome. That
Yes.
was very good information. I think
Yes.
it's very, very important that we all learn how to read the inspection reports because our buyers rely on us. They want us to know. Do inspectors have to have insurance?
Yeah, this is highly recommend.
Mhm.
Always hire the inspector who have insurance, especially general liability insurance and E&O insurance.
Okay.
Because you have to cover yourself and something happens when doing inspection. It's always very important to have insurance, and we are bonded and insured as well.
Okay. So is that like on your website? Is that something we need to look for as agents or?
You can ask for us. You can ask.
Okay.
We have certificate. Whoever asks, especially new build homes, builders, sometimes they ask us, so we provide them because they want to be made sure as well.
Okay. New construction.
Yes.
Do you recommend inspection for new construction? And I know there's different levels if you're building.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
New construction homes, we have to educate the buyer. This is very important, how to educate the buyer. There's the 3 types of new home inspection. One called the phase inspection, second is called the final inspection, and third is called the warranty inspection.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to educate the buyer. If the house is starting building from dirt, you can tell them, okay, we have 3 phases of inspection. We can do the phase 1 pre-pour inspection. Phase 2 is the pre-sheetrock inspection, which we can see the rough plumbing, rough electrical, everything is open. We can see everything in detail.
Mm-hmm.
I always recommend to have phase 2 is very, very important. Otherwise, then have final inspection.
Mm-hmm.
So buyers can have 3 phases, or we can have final inspection. If they still don't want it, they want to save $400, $500, even they're buying a $500,000 home, people do that. So you can have, okay, don't forget to get the warranty inspection. Well, most of the houses have a 12 months warranty, and I always recommend to have a 10th or 11th month. Just go for a warranty inspection. You are living in the house, you know the problem. You see some cosmetic problems because they cover bumper to bumper, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go in the house, you can see technical problems and issues, and you can mix together your cosmetics and our technical, and I can send a report to the builder. It's a legal document, they have to fix it. Mm-hmm. So this is very important to it. Mm-hmm. And one more thing before I go, you can say, we are not the deal breakers. Sorry.
You kind of are. No, I'm kidding.
No, some people think so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
but it's important for them to know.
Yes.
It's just, I think, how they receive it. And of course, when it's an older home, we do have to educate our buyers. Tell me a little bit about the red flag.
Oh, red flag. First of all, this inspection, some people ask either your inspection pass or fail. There is no pass or fail inspection. It's an educational report. We educate the buyer when they go in the house, they look at the house, the cosmetics, they fall in love with the house, but they don't know what is the problem, technical problem, major problem with the house. So that's how our job comes in. We go in the house, we see all the major issues with the house and tell them, okay, left or right, you have to put both together, then make a decision. So all the houses are good, no house passed, no house failed, no red flags. Only thing is what you're buying, what you're paying, what you're buying. This all depends. Like investors buying the rundown house because they're happy with that.
That is true. So I get this a lot with my Hispanic families.
Yes.
They always ask me, did it pass inspection?
Yes.
Well, not necessarily. It has to pass appraisal. It doesn't have to pass inspection. Yes. Inspection is just to make sure that the house is being, that it's
finding
livable.
The problem in the house.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for explaining that.
Thank you once again.
Yes.
My name is Frank Irfan from Texas Inspection Professional. Phone number 832-301-9943. You can call me. I never miss my call. You call me nighttime, daytime.
He never misses his call. That's for sure.
So whenever you are working, we are working.
Yes, most definitely. Well, thank you so much, Frank, for coming and explaining all of this. It has been very helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Bye.